Man, I just had a 3.5 hour cry where I just let it all out. Or as much as I could tap into.
Now, if you've been living under a rock and haven't heard of Sean Diddy Combs, let me fill you in. He's a big shot in the music industry, known for his catchy tunes and his empire in the world of hip-hop. He is the mogul of the hip-hop music industry. But lately, things have taken a dramatic turn. You see, Sean Diddy Combs has been in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. Recently, several women have come forward with some pretty serious allegations against him. These women have filed lawsuits against him, claiming all sorts of things. And let me tell you, it's not pretty. Brace yourselves as we dive into the web of dark acts sworn by Diddy himself. Diddy, also known as Sean Combs, has been accused of hurting women. People like his ex-girlfriend Cassie and someone called Jane Doe have spoken out about this. There are also rumors that he might have been involved in some serious crimes like murders, but there's no clear proof of that. These accusations show how some powerful people in the music industry might use their influence to hurt others and avoid getting in trouble. It's important to listen to people who come forward with these stories and make sure everyone is treated fairly and held accountable for their actions, no matter who they are. Let's begin with the simplest allegation. Sean Diddy Combs has a history of using his artists as claimed by various figures that he doesn't pay, nor does he respect them.
I'll throw you the facts, okay?
Sure.
So this is long after we have 2 double platinum albums, $14, $15 an album from 2 million albums is, what is the math on that, 48 million? So $48 million somebody made.
Diddy has always come out to people as a weirdo. He's just simply a very weird person to people. Sex parties, drugs, violence, and even gay scandals are the sins this megastar has collected on his plate in the last 30 years in the industry. A lot of people, including his exes, managers, bodyguards, and various celebs like Cat Williams, 50 Cent's Young Miami, have spoken against him, letting everyone know the dark side of this music industry star. But what we're going to talk about today is a whole lot of a different story. This might be the end of the power this guy holds in the industry. All the wealth he boasts, all the people he has shamed, all the bad deeds are finally reflecting back at him, and this time, there's no going back. Let's break it down for you. The first lawsuit was filed by a woman who alleges that Sean Diddy Combs sexually assaulted her. Yeah, you heard that correctly. A serious accusation that's sending shockwaves through the music industry and beyond. This woman is Cassandra Ventura, popularly known as Cassie, who is also the ex-girlfriend of the singer. Her lawsuit was like a nuclear bomb dropped onto Diddy's empire. She has given details that would send chills down your spine. In her civil lawsuit, she alleged that Diddy had done years of emotional and physical abuse on her, leaving her a subject to human trafficking, rape, and coercion. Her suit was so detailed it ended up being 30 pages long. Can you imagine being treated so horribly that your lawsuit ends up being that long? Cassie's link with Diddy dates back to 2004 when she began her career, and just like any struggling and new artist, she wasn't quick to fame. Cassie's vocals were also not that great, but she would still manage to make pretty good songs. After her hit single Me and You, Diddy decided to take her under his wings and his label.
Friendly neighborhood, international rap mogul, superstar, designer extraordinaire, actor, marathon runner, father, friend. You know, I do it all, baby. TV.
She was signed to 10 albums, which itself seems unusual. This 19-year-old without any family to guide found Diddy as the only person she could truly rely on. When she first met him, he was 34, and deep down Cassie was grossed out about this age gap that they had, so she kept it all professional, but seems like that's not all Diddy was planning for. Although Cassie was in a relationship with then-producer Ryan Lelsey, and Diddy himself was married to Kim Porter, this didn't stop him from trying to control Cassie and try to get into his bed. After years of showing dominance, not allowing Cassie to be around her boyfriend, and even forcing her to leave parties to take care of herself, Cassie found herself in a deep mess. Diddy had introduced Cassie to a lot of different types of drugs, and after a certain point of time, he managed to get her to sleep with him. She explained in her long lawsuit that he had urged her to have intercourse with male sex workers while he taped the entirety of it, and later raped her. She also gave instances on how Diddy would physically beat her up because of his extreme jealousy. Although Cassie would stay to herself, at one of the parties, she ended up speaking to a music manager in order to try to advance her career, which wasn't doing pretty well, which was seen by Diddy, and he ended up beating her ruthlessly in their vehicle. What's crazy about this is that Diddy's bodyguard, who was there in the vehicle with them, had intervened in order to stop Diddy from hitting her further. That's purely crazy if another person has to stop him because he's so mindless of his own cruel actions towards a woman. Cassie has thrown $30 million as a compensation amount on the table, for which she probably got more than that, within the span of a day. Cassie's close friend Tiffany Red had also spoken about how she managed to notice some troubling incidents happening with Cassie. The songwriter became friends with Cassie back in 2015, which marked 8 years of relationship between Cassie and Diddy. Red penned down an open letter after Cassie's lawsuit on how she witnessed Diddy verbally abusing her. She spoke in an interview regarding her encounters with the violent side of Diddy. She recalls Cassie's 29th birthday and what happened there when she was staying at Cassie's home and suddenly woke up to screaming. When asked about what she knew about the freak-offs, this is what Tiffany replied with,
sex workers, and like they would have, sex with her or whatever, and he would watch and tell them what.
Tiffany also recalled one thing Cassie told her that gave her chills. Any woman would feel the pain Cassie went through even hearing about all this. It is evident that Diddy needs rehabilitation and needs to work on his psychotic brain, which might fix him. When asked if Tiffany found Diddy dangerous, this is what she said. Justice looks like Diddy behind the bars, is what Tiffany added at the end of her interview. Do you agree with Tiffany's notion of justice? Comment your thoughts down below. Cassie's 30-page lawsuit is enough to give chills down your spine with a detailed description of the years of mental, physical, and substance abuse done to her in the name of her career. These 30 pages included details like Cassie being clearly reluctant to have a romantic relationship with Diddy while he forced it onto her. Diddy lied and deceived Cassie into consuming pills she wasn't aware of, making her indulge with different men who she wasn't willing to be with over the course of their relationship, and spectating it, and so many more ruthless, crazy things. You want to know the most shocking part? We are not done yet. 2 more women have gathered the courage and come up with their stories and accusations against the 90s superstar Sean Diddy Combs. The first one being Joy Dickerson Neal, who is almost 32 and a student of psychology at Syracuse University, had claimed that after a dinner, Diddy has excessively drugged her, leaving her no position to even walk properly, after which he sexually harassed her and filmed the entire horrific scene. To add more to this terrifying act, he had released the clips and graphics of the video he captured, titling it as revenge porn. This is sick, and he needs to be behind the bars right now. How did he even console himself after doing this to someone? Does he feel proud of his actions? His horrendous actions do not end there. Lisa Gardner is the 3rd woman to file a case against Diddy, accusing him of forcing her and her friend to have sex with him when he invited them over for an after party. They were both subsequently raped by Aaron Hall, which left purely traumatized. To imagine how helpless these girls might have been in the situation is enough to leave the entire community of women traumatized. Somebody needs to take some serious actions against this man right at this moment, because who knows who will be his next target. But wait, it doesn't stop there as well. Another woman has also stepped forward with similar allegations against him. It's like a never-ending nightmare for Sean Diddy Combs, and the internet is buzzing with speculation and outrage. In a recent complaint, a woman named Jane Doe has also brought up similar accusations against Diddy. She recalls the entire incident and explains it briefly. She tells that he had hopped on a private jet from Detroit to New York, which itself seems pretty weird. As to how could a mere 17-year-old jump on a flight and none of her parents had anything to do with it? Or how did nobody worry about her whereabouts? But that's actually not the point here. She further adds on to this terrifying incident, stating that she was heavily drugged by Diddy and fellow men who later resorted to raping her. Although Diddy has refused all these claims by saying all these girls are trying to have his money, photos have surfaced which even hides Jane's face, but are suggestive of the nature of the scene going on. A picture of Jane sitting on Diddy's lap is raising eyebrows, as we can see the little girl's skirt that has been pulled up and the uncomfortable position she's in. This surely makes one question what the hell has gone wrong with this man. So basically, we have 4 women, rather victims, who have faced such horrible things because of this man. All claiming similar things, which kind of gives off a habitual vibe. It has surely become a habit for Diddy to indulge with girls without their consent, fulfill his weird likings, and move on as if nothing happened because of the money that he has and the control that he had stemmed in the industry. Does it really allow him to do whatever he wants and not face bare consequences for his actions? It's not even moral because he's been playing with lives for such a long period of time. At this point, Diddy needs help because what the hell is wrong with this man? To add more to the drama, it has come to be known from sources that even Jay-Z and Beyoncé are in a similar relationship, as when Beyoncé began her career, she only knew one man, and that was Jay. People also claim this is the reason Beyoncé couldn't divorce Jay when he cheated on her. Their relationship is speculated to be even more complex and unhealthy, but it's just not shown off clearly to the public due to various insecurities. To top it all off, Jay-Z and Diddy are very close friends. So is this all basically one of the bro codes, or is it influenced, or was it peer pressure? It is so confusing and disturbing to think about. You might be wondering how the public is reacting to all of this. Well, let me tell you, it's a mixed bag. Some people are standing by Sean Diddy Combs, saying that these allegations are nothing but lies and slander. They're rallying behind him, showing their support on social media and beyond. But then there are others who are shocked and disgusted by these allegations. They're calling for justice and accountability, saying that no one is above the law, not even a big shot like Sean Diddy Combs. Gigi Williams took to Twitter and wrote, "Cassie has released a firestorm. Evil ones will be punished. NPD exists on a spectrum. Some are mid-range, some are at far end. Others who exist off the spectrum are considered evil. Anyone who derives pleasure from harming or destroying other people's lives is evil or demonic." Her words are a clear bombshell on Diddy and his so-called music career. Is his music label Bad Boys actually a music company, or is it exactly what the name suggests? It's a heated debate that's tearing through the fan base and beyond. People are trying to find the answer to the arising questions, which are seemingly going unaddressed. And then, just when you thought things couldn't get any crazier, Sean Diddy Combs breaks down live on camera. Yep, you heard that right. He breaks down, pouring his heart out for the whole world to see. It's a moment that's captured the attention of millions, leaving everyone wondering what's really going on behind the scenes.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I've been holding a lot of shit in lately.
He spoke in a live on Instagram that he had a 3.5-hour-long cry, which wasn't pretty evident though, but for once, if we trust him, is he innocent? After all the details we have got from all the women who have gone through hell because of him, or it really just a money scandal proposed by these women? Or is it his last resort because he doesn't have any other chance to clear the mess he has cleared, so he is trying to play the victim now? He also took to his Instagram and wrote, "Enough is enough. For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be clear, I have not done any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and my truth." Sean Diddy Combs. He left this as his testimony towards the claims by the women. But how is it clear when he cleared Cassie's claim within a day and settled down with her, but in the case of others he is going to fight for the truth? What is this supposed to mean? Was Cassie's claim actually true? Diddy has gone all out and is trying his best to deny all the claims made by these women. In a statement to TMZ, Diddy denied doing anything wrong. He referred to the lawsuit as a money grab and claimed that the narrative was made up and not credible. Combs Enterprises, Bad Boy Entertainment, and Bad Boy Records are named as defendants in the lawsuit, which calls for a jury trial and unspecified damages. In addition, Diddy's legal team released the following statement. The claims involving alleged misconduct against Mr. Combs from over 30 years ago and filed at the last minute are all completely denied and rejected by him. He recognizes this as a money grab. Because of Mr. Combs' fame and success, he is an easy target for accusers who will falsify the truth without conscience or consequence for financial benefit. The New York legislature surely did not intend or expect the Adult Survivors Act to be exploited for improper purposes. The public should be skeptical and not rush to accept these unsubstantiated allegations. So, what's next for Sean Diddy Combs? Well, that's the million-dollar question. As of now, he's maintaining his innocence and vowing to fight these allegations tooth and nail. But this Me Too movement of Hollywood music has made the music labels and companies distance themselves from Diddy. The growing number of reports against him have made brands who were previously associated with him, like Diageo, a beverage brand, remove his images from their website. Even the companies which were funded by Combs for their expansion, such as the Capital Preparatory School, released statements saying they were cutting ties with the singer. He also happened to step down from the position of chair from a TV network that he helped grow called Revolt. So, altogether, Diddy is just losing it all. Things have gotten out of his control, and also his span of power. You bet he never thought things would bounce back like this with him. Seems like Diddy might soon lose it all. Guess it was rightly said, it's a small world. Whatever goes comes back around. And there you have it, folks. The whole shebang on Sean Diddy Combs and the allegations that have rocked his world. It's a story that's still unfolding, with twists and turns at every corner, and only time will tell how this whole thing plays out. Shady relationships, awful allegations, questionable responses and actions. All of these just made it a roller coaster ride for all of us. Ultimately, the public's fascination with celebrity relationships often leads to the perpetuation of sensationalized narratives that ruin the complexities of human connections. While it's natural to be intrigued by the lives of public figures, it's essential to approach speculation with a critical lens and respect the privacy and agency of those involved. So what do you think about all this drama going around? Do you think Diddy's innocent? If not, what do you think should be done to him? That's it for this video. Make sure to stay tuned for the latest updates, because you never know what's going to happen next in this wild ride. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Till then, take care. We'll see you soon.